From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. There's a possible shake-up at the Palestinian Authority.
Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh has said his government is resigning. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas must still decide whether he accepts Shtayyeh and his government's resignation. The move could lead the way to US-backed reforms in the Palestinian Authority. It is also a sign that the Western-backed Palestinian leadership are willing to accept a shake-up that might usher in necessary reforms. The US wants a reformed Palestinian Authority to govern Gaza once the war is over, but many obstacles remain to making that vision a reality. I'm Karen Shamas.
Meantime, Canada has been under the spotlight recently over its defence budget spending, currently hovering below a NATO-mandated target of 2% of GDP. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in Warsaw, Poland today for talks, and he will likely be pressed on the matter. Most other allied nations in the treaty organization are expected to hit their targets by the end of the year, while Ottawa is running short, currently measuring only 1.3%. A coroner's inquest into the death of a man who killed 11 people and injured 17 others during a mass stabbing on a Saskatchewan First Nation is set to begin today.
Miles Sanderson had been on the run for days when on September 7th, 2022, he drove a truck into the ditch on Highway 11 north of Saskatoon during a police pursuit. Sanderson collapsed while being arrested and later died. The 32-year-old had brought chaos and fear to the province in the days before. A separate inquest last month into the stabbing rampage heard how Sanderson went from home to home on the James Smith Cree Nation and in the nearby village of Weldon, kicking in doors and stabbing people. A second inquest is required because Sanderson died in police custody. Kelly Malone, The Canadian Press, Saskatoon.
An associate professor of marketing at York University says personalized offers grocers are doling out to customers through loyalty apps are generated in an interesting way. Grant Packard says grocers use machine learning and algorithmic technology to formulate what incentives to offer customers.
If you buy milk and you buy soap and you buy like painkillers and feminine, hygiene products, all those different things you can buy help us understand who you are and what you might be interested in next.
Packard says the more people shop, the more precise the technology powering the apps can be in making them offers. And finally, there's a changing of the guard at one of Wall Street's oldest and most exclusive stock exchanges.
Walgreens Boots Alliance will exit the Dow before the opening bell and will be replaced by Amazon. It's another sign of the shift in what was once a composite dedicated just to industrial stocks. Walgreens Boots, a pharmacy chain, replaced General Electric in 2018. Economists say the comings and goings mirror the evolution in the U.S. economy from making things to more service-based to tech-focused. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Rachel Homan of Ontario has won the Canadian Women's Curling Championship with a dramatic 5-4 victory over Jennifer Jones of Manitoba. Homan and teammate Emma Miskew claimed the fourth Scotties Tournament of Hearts victories of their careers, the first, however, since 2017. Now, sticking with the ice theme, Kyle Connor scored 33 seconds into overtime to lift the Winnipeg Jets to a 4-3 victory over the visiting Arizona Coyotes, whose losing streak is now extended to 12 games. On to the pitch, where Adriana Leon scored 3 goals to help Canada defeat Paraguay 4-0 and remain unbeaten at the CONCACAF W Gold Cup in Houston, Texas. The Canadian squad outshot their opponents 24-2. The team wraps up Group C play against Costa Rica on Wednesday. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.